Welcome back to the SEMA podcast. I am your host, Laquita. Guys, it has been a long time since I've been on here. When I checked my YouTube videos, the last time I posted was about a year ago. And 2 years ago, I remember seeing a video that I posted about, imposter syndrome and running from doing this. So a lot has happened within those 2 years, and a lot has happened within this year. But let me fast forward and let you know what has been going on with me. So March 17th, I prayed to God. I said, I'm so sorry that I had not been trusting you, and I just want to trust you. And I gave myself permission to say out loud that I was burnt out in this community health worker field, in the setting that I have been doing this work since 2013. And I don't know why it was so hard for me to say that out loud, to give myself permission to be okay with being burnt out, but that's where I was. That's where I am. And I was just like, God, I haven't been trusting you, and I just want to trust you. And let me tell you what all happened since that day. So March 17th is when I said that prayer that morning. Instantaneously, my contract with my former employer that was supposed to end in April ended March 17th. I mean, it ended abruptly. So you're talking about sometimes God is instantaneous in answering your prayers. And then, so that was March 17th. And then April 29th, I had an altercation with my husband. And so I left home. I left my husband's house. My husband of 23 years, by the way. I left May the 3rd. Not knowing where I was going. So I'm unemployed, temporarily getting unemployment benefits. And yeah, so I didn't know where I was going. So that happened March 3rd. And then, not March 3rd, I'm sorry, May 3rd when I left the house. And then May 14th, I fell at Cochrane Mill Park hiking to the waterfall, and for the first time in my life, I broke something. I broke my ankle. I fractured my ankle in 2 places. Never had a sprain or broken anything in my life, and so I wait till I get almost 50 years old to break something. And then May 21st, May 23rd, I received an email from Georgia Department of Labor stating that my benefits were going to be interrupted because of my injury. Because now I can no longer, according to them, I'm not available for work, because if someone or some business called me today, I wouldn't be able to start due to my injury. That is according to the Georgia Department of Labor. So a lot has been going on, and in the midst of all of this, I had been hearing God tell me to, that I need to be doing my podcast. I need to be obedient there, and for some reason I had been delaying, thinking that I need to get this, that, and the other to ensure that I have everything. Like, I want to start off perfect, and so there's been delay and hesitation there. And I know that I talked to you guys a little while ago about the imposter syndrome, but then what happens is the continual delay becomes disobedience. Delay is disobedience. I listened to Pastor Mike today on 3 signs that God had something more for you. And one of the things he talked about is how he will interrupt your relationship, remove you from a job. And he came from the story of Jonah, how Jonah was commanded to go to Nineveh to preach. And Job, like, he got up like God requested, but he went left. And it took for him to be obedient, and it took him to be thrown over into the sea and to be swallowed by a big whale or fish. And I thought about that as I was reading today, like all of the stuff that happened, that all of this had to happen for me to be obedient to what God has been calling me to do. I mean, it's just a different way of looking at it. But what I am sure of is that I'm being broken for the lifting, and I'm going to do my best to be obedient as I move forward. So your girl, you're going to be seeing a whole lot more of your girl, and I hope that you will follow me on this journey as I return to me. Okay? And I hope that I will see you on the other side of your journey. Toodles. Until next time, see you on the other side of your journey.